What's up everybody, Adam here with eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the DeeZee Custom Fit Tailgate Assist on our 2012 Chevrolet Silverado. So my dad bought a new pickup and he doesn't like how the tailgate just flaps down real loud. It's not good on the components, so I told him it's kind of a no-brainer to grab the DeeZee Custom Fit Tailgate Assist. This is just going to prevent all of that stress happening on all these different joints and the cable and everything, and it's just kind of loud. So now all you really need to do is just grab one hand. You can do whatever with the other one. You don't got to do anything anymore. Trust me, that's so much better than what it was. Again, better for your truck and easier on the ears too. So this thing is pretty simple. I mean, it's just a gas strut that goes in here. So if your truck doesn't already have one, you can put one in for really no hassle at all. It didn't take us a whole lot of time to install. We basically just have a couple different steel plates and then the gas strut. That's basically all there is to it. I know it's not a whole lot of components, but it really does a whole lot for the truck. There really isn't a whole lot to the system. It's a couple brackets, a couple pieces of hardware, and the strut. But I just find myself just doing this just because it's kind of fun. But you've seen that enough. So let's just go over the installation process with you now. So what we want to do is install this on the driver's side. It's the only place that we can do it. So notice on the side of your tailgate, we're going to have a little hole right there. So we're going to take this piece right here. We're going to insert it in there. Basically what's going to happen is you're going to take a 10mm and then an Allen key. And as I start to tighten this up, one, I don't want the Allen key to move, I just want the nut to tighten up. And as that happens, it's basically gonna expand this to get this nice and secured into place. So what we're wanting to do is hold it in there, and we wanna get at least 9 full rotations. So 9 complete rotations of the nut without the Allen key really moving. Now that that's tightened down, once we got the 9 full rotations, I did an extra 2 different turns just to make sure it was nice and tight. We really don't want to strip this out, so just be really mindful of your turns whenever you're doing it. So now that that's done, what we got to do now is take our wrench and just loosen up that little nut, and this whole entire thing's going to come off. And what we're left with is going to be the little rivet right there. And that is pretty much it for this little section here. Now what we want to do is take the bracket with our little curved end piece here, and it'll line up real nicely with this hole. We can take the included bolt, kind of get it started, and then we want to tighten this down to 9 foot-pounds. There we go. Now let's take our cable off. All you got to do is kind of just lift up on this tailgate. It'd be nice to have like a pliers or whatever, or just use my right hand. It might be a little easier. As we start to lift up on the tailgate, it'll pop right off. Now you need a 13mm wrench to remove this. And basically all this is going to do is just open up a little slot, thank you, for our other little bracket. And we want to make sure that this bracket's going to be facing down, and you can go ahead and just tighten this thing back up. Next, we want to take the Mylar sheet and you can cut it to fit. Basically what we're going to put it on is right here. This is where we're going to see a little bit of rubbing. So I'm going to put it there, but I'm also going to put it on the tailgate as well in that same spot. So all you got to do is cut it, however you need to make it fit right. But first we need to clean this thing off because we want this to stick, right? So just take whatever you need, whatever you got at home, clean it off real good before we install that. And make sure it dries real well too. If you got fingernails, it's gonna be a little bit easier for you. But look at that. Oh yeah. So now, let's put this down. And if you cut it a little long like I did, you can use just a razor blade or just another knife to kind of clean up the rest of that excess. So now we're going to have one side that is going to be connected to the strut and the other side is going to be what actually expands. So the one that's closest to this little chamber here, that's going to go up here. All you got to do is just push it on just like that. And then we can go ahead and pull this down or lift the tailgate up and do the same thing down here. Will be a little bit easier. So it's a lot easier. My cameraman's actually holding up the tailgate. You can pop that thing on. Now you can let go, buddy. Smooth. Now we can just put this thing back on. And I can do this on my own. Check that out. So that is basically it. The only other thing that comes with the kit is just going to be some spare pieces for our strut. We don't need to use these, but it would be nice to kind of keep them somewhere safe just in case. But that's basically it for the install. And that'll do it for a look at the DeeZee Custom Fit Tailgate Assist on our 2012 Chevrolet Silverado.